Outside. Checking 1, 2.
Well, Wayne County basketball fans, welcome back into Pig Oldies Radio. We're getting ready to start the semifinal game of the evening here for District 11A District Tournament. And it's going to be the boys game. Frank Hughes Lions up against the Wayne County Wildcats. Wayne County Lady Cats victorious earlier this evening against Frank Hughes. They'll play in the championship game at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon against Perry County. And Perry County boys were able to knock off Collinwood in the first semifinal game. So this one is going to determine who will join Perry County in the district championship game. Will Moses right here with me in the booth. Will, I believe you got some starting lineups for us, correct?
Yes, sir. Let's get this going. All right, for the Frank Hughes Lions, we got number 5, David Backus, number 4, Hayden Simmons, number 24, Wyatt McClain, number 20, Sammy Ray, number 31, Tucker Staggs. And the fans have come alive over here as they're announcing the Wayne County Wildcats right here. So, number 10, Logan Davis, number 12, Hicks Bryant, number 25, Kendall Canfield, and number 32, Nate Davis, and number 33, Pace. What are you looking for tonight, Kitchens?
I got to tell you, man, we played 2 games against Frank Hughes this season. We were able to come out victorious in both of those games. So you would say on paper, the matchup should favor Wayne County substantially, but I've said it once, I've said it a million times. It is really, really hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. And so you cannot take this for granted. If you're Wayne County, you got to come out playing, and you got to play your basketball game. You cannot let Frank Hughes dictate the tempo or dictate what happens on that court. We got to play Wayne County basketball.
Right, and I don't think that the kids are thinking that either. I think the guys are ready here. They're ready to make a statement tonight. I know I said that the last time we played them, but it's important. We didn't know who we were going to end up drawing, and we ended up drawing Frank Hughes tonight from Clifton. So. I'm looking forward to what Wildcats have in store tonight. I think we're going to jump the gun. I think we're going to come at them. I think we're going to give them some very intense pressure tonight, and hopefully some good ball movement and good shots. And Wayne County should come out victorious.
And hopefully we're not looking ahead to a rematch with Perry County. We've got to take care of Frank Hughes tonight.
Exactly.
And because Frank Hughes is a good basketball game. Frank Hughes controls the tip, and Simmons brings the ball up the floor. He gets it over to Dykes. Back around to McClain. McClain over to Staggs. Staggs back over to Simmons. Simmons working against Logan Davis. Cats in a man-to-man defense here to start the basketball game. Davis is on the floor. He's back up now as Ray gets the ball back around to Simmons. Now Hasten Simmons directing traffic. He wants somebody to cut around the baseline, and he's got 2 teammates that come out to join him there. He passes off to Devin Dykes. Dykes back around to Simmons. Over to Tucker Staggs, rather. Now Dykes.
Simmons actually led the Lions last time we played them as far as points go. So look forward to him to take some shots tonight.
Yes, sir. And he is directing traffic on that floor right now. He is taking control of the offense for Frank Hughes, and he's a capable player. So now look at that poke from behind as Case Bryant comes in behind and steals the ball away. He brings it back in transition, misses the layup, and Devin Dykins right there to collect the rebound. He passes ahead to Simmons in the corner. Simmons dribbles around to the front, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound collected by Kamen Canfield, and Canfield's going to get the ball to Logan Davis, who's going to bring the ball up the floor and set the offense for the Wildcats for the first real possession of the game.
I believe Logan got a tip on that down there. Is the reason why that shot was no good.
Case Butler with the basketball, drives it through the lane, loses the handle, but the ball goes out of bounds last touch off of a Frank Hughes player. So it's going to be Wayne County basketball. No score, 6:31 to play here in the first quarter. Case Bryant inbound. He tries to get the ball in the middle to Kamen Canfield, and the ball tapped out of bounds off of Frank Hughes. So Wayne County will retain possession.
You know, on that fast break layup a moment ago, Case Bryant picked his dribble up just a little bit too early. That's the reason why he struggled to make that layup.
Mm-hmm. Now find Case Butler, Case Bryant opens up the scoring with a three-point shot from the corner. 3-0 Wayne County out in front early.
Great shot, Case Bryant. Right. Get your feet set and hands high.
Nice job, good ball movement to get him open and get him there, and he does not hesitate. Now Devin Dykins with the basketball on the offensive end of the floor for Frank Hughes. Simmons passes back around to Sammy Ray. Sammy Ray holding the basketball, hands it back to Simmons. Now Simmons dribbles out. Bounce pass over to Dykins. Dykins swings it around to Ray. Ray to McClain, cutting to the basket, who hits a trailing Ray coming in behind him. Ray cut off, so he gives the ball back to Dykins. Now Devin Dykins dribbles out well beyond the three-point line. But you got to stay with Devin Dykins. He'll shoot from half court if he wants to.
He really will. If he's feeling it, he'll pull up. He'll pull up from right there where he's at.
Yes, he would.
Dykins with screens, man.
Mm-hmm. Dykins with the ball, gets over to Simmons. The shot, no good. Rebound collected by Sammy Ray. The putback, no good. Wayne County gets the rebound, and Ray forces the turnover that puts the ball back in the hands of the Lions. Dykins drives through the middle, and he's going to draw the foul. I believe that's going to go against Case Butler. If that's so, that'll be his first foul. No, they're going to call it on Nate. So the call against Nate Beavis on the foul is going to put Devin Dykins at the line to shoot two.
Bottle off.
First shot for Dykins is no good. Bounces off the rim. Dykins' second shot is away. And that one is no good as well. Rebound pulled down by Kamen Canfield. Canfield gives the ball to Davis, and Davis is going to bring the ball up the floor. Frank Hughes playing man-to-man defense on the defensive end of the floor here. Simmons all over Kamen Canfield down there.
Yeah, he's face guard. Yeah, he's trying to face guard him.
Yeah, he is.
He's just locking him up.
Now the pass back over to Logan Davis. Logan Davis, who was the lead scorer for Wayne County the other night against Collinwood, knocks down a three-pointer. So 2 3-pointers in this game give Wayne County a 6-0 lead.
Another great shot by Logan Davis. We got to do something about these illegal screens. They're terrible being set.
Now McClain gets the ball back out to Sammy Ray. Ray gives the ball back over to Dykins. Dykins works around to Simmons. Simmons over to Staggs. Staggs back to McClain, back to Dykins. Good ball movement by Frank Hughes right now. And now Ray with the basketball. He gives it back up to McClain. McClain wants to go inside with it, but it's not there. Instead, he gets the ball back over to Dykins. Dykins with a deep three, well short of everything, out of bounds. Last touch by Frank Hughes. It's going to be Wayne County basketball. And Coach Love is going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout taken by Frank Hughes with 4:14 to play here in the first quarter. Wayne County with the 6-0 lead.
Well, you know, Devin done exactly what Menu was talking about a minute ago. If he's feeling like he's going to pull up, nothing moving fast enough for him, he will. Not that he can't shoot it, because he's not a bad shooter. So, you know, that's exactly what happened right there. He felt enough space. What I see is when they rotate the ball too much, not a lot of action being taking place, he's quick to pull that trigger. So he did right there.
I think what Frank Hughes is trying to do, it looks like what Coach Love wants to do, is he wants to work the ball outside in.
Yeah.
And Wayne County's not allowing him to do that. So Devin does what he does. If he can pull up and knock down some threes, it loosens up the defense where they can start working that inside game.
Yeah, remind me here in a minute. I'll tell you what else he's trying to do there.
Now Case Butler with the basketball. And we're going to get a travel call they're going to say that on the collection of the pass that Case Bryant drug his foot a little bit there. So the travel call against Wayne County going to get the ball over to Frank Hughes. Simmons takes the inbounds pass. He brings it across the timeline, gives it over to McLean. McLean back around to 22. Who is that? Is that Jace Hermitage? I don't see a 22 on their roster.
I don't have a 22.
Back around to McLean. McLean with the basketball.
Oh, that's Travis Skelton.
Travis Skelton, thank you. Now back around to Dykes. Dykes with the basketball, working against Davis. Gets the ball back around to Ray. Ray around to McLean. McLean gives the ball back to Skelton. Back over to Ray. Simmons in the corner. Now Simmons dribbles, drives, gives it back to Skelton, who gives it back over to Dykes. Dykes pulls down, drives the lane. He gets cut off short, and he's going to pass the ball back out to McLean, who's going to try to reset the offense for Frank Hughes. Wayne County defensively is stifling Frank Hughes right now, not allowing him anything inside. Wayne County on a 6-0 run here with 3:09 to play in the first quarter of action. Simmons works inside, bounce pass to Skelton. Skelton gives the ball back to Simmons, who passes over to McLean. He gets it around to Dykes. Dykes looking to go somewhere with it, and he finally gets it back to Skelton, top of the key. Skelton pulls up a three-pointer, in and out of the cylinder, no good. Rebound collected by Logan Davis, pass ahead to Case Bryant, who gives the ball to Nate Beavis. Beavis drives along the baseline, and we're going to get a blocking foul called against Jason Skelton, number 22. He's going to pick up his first foul of the game. That's going to be the first team foul against Frank Hughes here, and that's going to put Nate Beavis at the line to shoot two.
You know, the kids kept calling him Travis so much when he was over here. I've gotten used to it too, so it is Jason. So
correction.
My fault,
folks. Correction, Jason Skelton, not Travis Skelton.
Yeah, that's on me.
Jason Mosley checks into the game now for Wayne County as Butler comes to the bench. Nate Beavis set the line in the second shot. And his shot in and good. And now Beavis is going to come to the sideline as Drew Bogus checks into the game for Wayne County.
Nate Beavis 1 for 2 there at the free throw line at that attempt.
7-0 the score. Wayne County in front with 2:39 to play here in the first quarter. Simmons drives, pulls up from the free throw line. He's going to get fouled. They're going to call that against Heyman Canfield. And Canfield is going to pick up his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he called that against Drew.
Oh, they called it on Drew Bogus. Okay. I'm not sure how you called it on Drew because Heyman was yarding him. But they're going to call that on Drew Bogus. Bogus picks up his first foul, second team foul against Wayne County here in the first quarter. Simmons 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Opens up the scoring drought for Frank Hughes, and it's now a 7-1 basketball game. 2:30 to play here in the first quarter of action. Logan Davis with the ball, passes over to Drew Bogus. Bogus back to Davis, three-pointer away, in and out, no good. Sammy Ray with the rebound for Frank Hughes, and he clears it out to Devin Dykes. Dykes is going to bring the ball back up the floor for Frank Hughes. Dykes comes around the screen on the backside. He wants to pounce the ball inside, but I'm not sure he was going to. Nobody there, the ball out of bounds. Turnover to Wayne County.
Well, they set up in a different offense right there, so it looked like they were trying to look for more of a pick and roll.
Yeah. Davis brings the ball up the floor for Wayne County. Gives the ball over to Canfield. Now Canfield trying to work around the baseline. He gives the ball over to Bogus. Bogus hands the ball off to Canfield. Canfield to Davis. Davis wide open. Pulls up another three. That one, nothing but net. Logan Davis with his second three-pointer of the first quarter makes it a 10-1 basketball game. Now Dykes bringing the ball back up the floor for Frank Hughes. He's going to dribble drive down the lane. Shot block, no good. Skelton on the rebound and the putback. And Skelton puts it back with 2 points. Makes it a 10-3 basketball game.
It seems odd calling his name on the other side.
Bogus with the basketball. Goes right in the middle, pulls up a little floater from about 10 feet. And Drew Bogus knocks down that one. Puts his first 2 points on the board for tonight. It makes it a 9-point game. Wayne County out in front, 12-3. We got just over a minute to play here in the first quarter. Simmons with the basketball, drives around, passes out to Skelton, hands the ball off to Dykes. Dykes comes around the screen, puts up a three off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound collected by Drew Bogus, and Bogus clears it. He passes ahead to Canfield. Canfield gives it to Davis over in the corner. Logan passes back around to Mosley. Now Mosley with a spin drive inside, shot off the mark, no good, and the rebound collected by Sammy Ray.
I wish he would have turned the other direction on that. He was trying to go off what he felt. So.
Simmons bringing the ball back up the floor for for Frank Hughes. He's going to dribble around and gets the ball over to Ray. Ray back over to Devin Dykus. Dykus gives it back to Skelton. Skelton over to McLean. McLean comes around the screen, drives the lane, kicks it back out to Dykus. Davis working with Dykus, doing his best to stay with him. Dykus spins, drives, goes inside. What a shot, lays it in. Fantastic play.
Nice move, nice play by Dykus on that.
Nice, he just isolated that all the way. Logan did the best he could. He just couldn't do anything to stop him. Yep. Now 8 seconds to play, down to 5 seconds. Now the shot, the pass inside to Bogus. Bogus passes inside to Mosley, and Mosley is going to get fouled on his way to the basket.
That's my Sammy Ray.
That's going to put, they're going to say that was not a shooting foul. Looks to me like he was on his way to the rack. I thought we'd be shooting there. We got 1.6 seconds to play. Sammy Ray picks up his first foul, inbound to Logan Davis. Davis with the shot fake, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, your score, Wayne County 12, Frank Hughes 5. Stay right here with us. We'll have second quarter action. You're listening to District Championship Basketball on Big Oldies Radio.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wayne County basketball fans, welcome back into but we've got that corrected and put down now, and so hopefully that will be enough.
Well,
and Miss Connie won't come looking for us.
Right, I love Miss Connie. Miss Connie. You know, I just I forgot that he was going to be eligible starting district tournament play.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. So Logan Davis takes the inbounds pass. He gives the ball over to Casey Mosley. Mosley back around to Bogus. Bogus to Davis, and Davis tries to dribble back around to the top. He's directing traffic. He's going to reset the offense for the Cats. Bogus with the basketball, passes over to Bryant. Case Bryant able to maintain possession, gets it inside to Bogus. Bogus with that little floater off the mark, no good, and we're going to get a foul called underneath the basket. I believe that's going to go against Tucker Staggs.
Yeah.
That'll be his first foul of the game, first team foul against Frank Hughes here in the second quarter of action. There's going to be Wayne County basketball here, 7:34 to play in the first half. Canfield takes the inbounds pass, puts up the three. That ball did everything but drop through the net. It was in, out, rolled around the rim, and came out. Dykus clears it out. He's going to bring it back up the floor.
Illegal.
Now we're going to get that illegal screen. You've been calling it the whole game, and finally Purley gets down there and makes the call.
You know, that's a good kid, too. I like that kid. But, you know, as you're setting illegal screens, man, you got to get set in order for those to work for you.
That's right. Tucker Staggs picks up his second foul of the game, second team foul against Frank Hughes, and that's going to put Skelton back on the floor as Staggs goes to the sideline for a breather. Now the pass over to Drew Bogus. Bogus dribbles, goes inside, off the backboard, no good. Rebound going to be brought down by Dykus. Now Dykus with the pass ahead to Sammy Ray. Ray on the break, gets in there and lays in off the window. Get back in transition and easy 2 points. Now Davis with the basketball. He pulls up a three, no good. Rebound fought for and collected this time by Mosley. Now he passes to Davis. Davis cutting to the basket, and Logan is going to get fouled hard on his way to the floor. That one's going to go against Wyatt McLean. McLean picks up his first foul of the game, third team foul against Frank Hughes. And we're going to say it's a floor foul there, so no shot. It's going to be Wayne County basketball on the baseline. Case Bryant to take the ball out. We've got a little pause of action right here while they're trying to clean up the perspiration off the floor. And Logan took a hard shot to the floor right there. I mean, that was nothing malicious. It just he went down really hard.
Yeah, he takes a lot of hits almost every game. So.
Mm-hmm. Vargas with the ball on the corner, pulls up a three-pointer and got Drew Vargas knocks down the three-point shot. Welcome to the party, Drew Vargas. 15-7 your score, Wayne County out in front. Now Simmons working back the other end of the floor. He gives the ball over to Sammy Ray. Ray passes over to Dykus. Dykus comes around, gives the ball back to Ray. Ray working inside against Vargas. He kicks it back out to Simmons. Simmons working against Canfield, drives the lane, draws the double team, and he finds Sammy Ray cutting to the basket behind the double team, and he feeds him, and Ray finishes.
I can't believe the guys fell for that right there. As two veteran players, you should know. You should know one's got to drop right there. You got to communicate.
Mm-hmm. Now the pass back to Logan Davis. Davis working against Simmons. He gives the ball back over to Vargas. Vargas kicks it back over to Logan. Logan back to Drew. Drew with a three-pointer, and Drew Vargas knocks down to the three. That's 2 3-pointers on consecutive trips for Drew Vargas. Wayne County has doubled up Frank Hughes now, 18-9 the score. We got 5:30 to play here in the first half. Simmons brings the ball back up the floor. He puts up a shot. I believe it was deflected.
It was by Kamen. That's 3 blocks already this half for the Wildcats.
Kamen gets a hand on that one. It goes right to Drew Vargas. Vargas gives it to Davis, who gives it right back to Vargas. Let's go. Drew Vargas is feeling it right now. 3-pointers on 3 consecutive trips down the floor. That's a freshman, folks.
Yes, it is. Attaboy.
That is a freshman who's making meaningful contributions in a district tournament game. And Drew Vargas has come alive here. We'll get a foul on the other end of the floor. Logan Davis is going to pick up his first foul of the game. First team foul against Wayne County. Tucker Stagg's going to check back into the game for Frank Hughes. And Nate Beavis and Case Butler are going to check back into the game for Wayne County. We've got a 30-second timeout taken by the Wildcats with 5:10 to play here in the first half. Wayne County with a 21-9 lead.
I like Drew Vargas right here. He's got 9 coming in here in the second quarter. That's good shooting, almost in the exact same spot for each one, at least in that area. So, you know, the Cats continue to be strong on the board. Box out, but you got to be careful on those picks down here. You got to know, just don't get caught up in that again. You know,
yeah.
You don't want to give them too many of those.
Well, I'll tell you though, I'm right there with you. You definitely don't want to do that, but we keep trading 3s for 2s. That math works in my world.
Yeah, it really does. I don't want to live by the 3 though.
Yeah, Frank Hughes with the basketball inbounds to Simmons. Simmons working against Canfield, drives through the lane. He kicks it out to Tucker Staggs. Staggs dribbles, pulls up. He wants to go somewhere with it. Case Butler all on top of him, and we're going to get I'm not sure what.
It's on Simmons. He's calling something on number 4, I believe.
Calling something on Simmons?
Oh, he called timeout. Okay.
Okay.
Because he pointed at him and was yelling something. I was trying to figure out what he was saying. I thought he might have called something on him.
I thought he was too. That was what had me confused. So instead, we have a 30-second timeout taken by Frank Hughes. And I believe it was a well-taken timeout right there because Staggs was trapped. He was about to get hit with a 5-second violation.
He was.
Because he was looking desperately for somewhere to go with the basketball, and Wayne County defensively just had him stifled. So we got 4:57 to play here in the first half. Wayne County with a 21-9 advantage. It's going to be Frank Hughes basketball on their offensive end of the floor. McLean to take the ball out on the baseline. Beavis guarding the inbounds pass. He gets it into Skelton. Skelton over to Simmons. Simmons, I believe, wanted the shot, and his foot slipped out from underneath him. He was able to get it back. Now he gives the ball to Dykus. Dykus wants to drive inside. He's cut off. He hands the ball off. Now McLean with the ball. Drives the lane, goes up. Shot no good, but he's going to draw the foul. That one's going to go against Nate Beavis.
That's his second.
That'll be Nate's second foul of the game, and that's going to put White McLean on the line to shoot 2. So Beavis picks up his second foul of the game, second team foul against Wayne County here in the second quarter. McLean's a pretty good free throw shooter.
He is. That was a pretty good shot right there.
Yes, it was.
Good timing.
First one was good. Second shot from McLean up and through as well. So McLean makes those 2 at the line. Cuts into the Cat lead, makes it a 10-point game, 21-11. Now Davis gives the ball to Vargas. Vargas passes around to Beavis, who gets it to Davis. Now Davis finds Butler in the corner. Butler back out to Davis at the top. On the floor for Wayne County right now, we've got Logan Davis, Nate Beavis, Kamen Canfield, Drew Vargas, and Case Butler. Bogus with the basketball working against Dykes. He gives it inside to Canfield. Canfield pulls up a floater.
There we go, Cayman.
Canfield knocks that one down just from inside the free throw line. Makes it a 23-11 ball game. Now Simmons coming back up the floor, working against Canfield. He wants to go somewhere with the basketball. Dyke is coming around being guarded by Davis. Instead, he gives it to Skelton coming in behind, and Skelton the layup out. No good, out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Wayne County. So it's going to be Frank Hughes basketball on their offensive end of the floor. McLean taking it out on the baseline.
It went off one of their face. I'm not sure which one it was. It may have been Jason. I don't know. He may have been on the ground down there.
Beavis inbounds the ball to, McLean inbounds the ball to Skelton. Simmons shot no good. Rebound taken by Nate Beavis. And we're going to get a foul call. McLean is going to call for his second foul of the game. That's going to be 4 team fouls now against Frank Hughes. So one more foul for Frank Hughes will put the Cats in the bonus with just over 3:40 to play here in the second quarter of action.
Cayman's been calling this play for about 5 minutes here. So.
Bogus gives the ball to Canfield. Canfield puts up a three-pointer off the mark, no good. Devin Dykes on the rebound. Now Dykes brings the ball all the way back up the floor. He goes up with his left hand, tries to lay it in. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound collected by Frank Hughes. And now Skelton with the basketball. Dribbles out, gives the ball over to McLean. McLean's going to reset to try to set up the offense for Frank Hughes. Now Dykes with a deep three off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound chased down and out of bounds off of a Frank Hughes player. I believe Skelton was the one to touch it last. So it's going to be Wayne County basketball. 3:02 to play here. Now Frank Hughes showing a little bit of pressure defensively. Davis is going to bring the ball up the floor working against McLean. He's got Skelton there with him, and Cats able to break the press and the pass inside to Case Butler. Butler, who was standing by himself underneath the basket. That's the problem with the press. You get past it, there's nobody there.
Well, I was trying to figure out the press number. I don't know what number it was, but he was on top of Davis right there, and he had both hands sitting on top of him. I didn't understand that.
Now Dyke is trapped in the corner just across the half-court line. Passes in, the pass collected by Skelton. Given to Simmons, the shot no good. Rebound brought down by Cayman Canfield. Now Canfield brings the ball back up the floor. He gets Logan Davis in the corner. Davis with another three-pointer. Logan Davis knocks down his third three of the game. It's 28-11 with just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
It's a nice look by Cayman bringing the ball up the floor. You notice the whole time he was scanning. He wasn't just scanning for defensive players. He was also scanning ahead for his offensive players.
Now look at Nate Beavis. Nate Beavis steps in front of a pass. He's going to bring it back and lay it in. He could get fouled for his trouble. The defender trailing from behind fouls him. And that's going to put Nate Beavis at the line with an opportunity to convert a three-point play. Great steal and great move in transition back for Nate.
Yeah, that was really good. He must have grabbed him from behind right there. I think they got that foul on number 4, which is Hayden Simmons. So that'll be his first, but it's the team fifth as well. So keep that in mind with 2 minutes left. Well, I guess a minute 56. Wildcats will be shooting from here on out.
Beavis knocks down that free throw, converts the three-point play. Like I said, a 20-point advantage for Wayne County. And as you say, Cats are now in the bonus for the remainder of the half. We got 1:56 to play. The clock is not moving. Now they finally get the clock going. Shot off the mark, no good. Rebound collected by Nate Beavis. Beavis brings the ball back up the floor, passes over to Canfield. Canfield with a no-look pass to Case Bryant. Bryant with a three-pointer in the corner, no good. With the rebound, as Nate Beavis comes in, crashes the board, gets the rebound and the putback.
Way to be there, Nate. Way to crash. Not a bad shot. Case, it just didn't work out.
Dykes brings the ball back up the floor for Frank Hughes. He drives the lane. The layup is no good, but Dykes is going to get fouled.
I think they're going to call it on Nate, but it should be on Cayman.
I agree.
Yep, so.
We'll see where they're going.
That's Nate's third.
That is Nate's third foul. Third team foul against Wayne County, here in the first half. They've put 42 up on the board. We don't have a 42. I'm not sure who that would be.
We have a 42, but he's on the bench.
Well, but I was going to say there's not a 42 on the floor right now for either team. So I think they intended that to go against Beavis, 32. But we'll see.
I'm going to erase it for now.
if it is on 42, poor Hudson Floyd has picked up a foul without even coming into the game.
Way to get on the stats.
Yeah. Now Davis and Beavis out at the top, and they're just passing the ball back and forth. Now Beavis holding the basketball as Wayne County is going to be content to let the clock run here in the first half with a 20-point advantage, 33-13 to score. Beavis has collected the pass from Davis. Nobody has come up on him until now. Staggs finally does come up, so he forces the dribble. Now Logan takes the handoff. He dribbles around Dykus, gives the ball to Kason Mosley. Mosley over at Canfield, back to Davis, and Davis directing traffic. Brings Mosley back out, passes the ball over to him, and Wayne County just working clock at this point.
Don't take a dribble and then pick it up, especially when nobody's guarding.
Davis right there gets the ball over to Beavis. Beavis around to Mosley, back out to Davis. Davis back into Mosley. Now Mosley's going to dribble drive, and he's going to kick it back out to Logan Davis. We're inside of 25 seconds to play. Davis drives around, gives the ball to Mosley. Mosley hands it back to Davis. Davis swings it over to Beavis. Beavis back to Mosley, back to Beavis, back to Mosley. Now Mosley's going to work it inside. He gets cut off, so he passes it back out to Beavis. Beavis has not dribbled. No one's
held
advancing.
the ball for just over a minute.
Yes, we've run this clock for a minute and a half here. Now the pass to Canfield. Canfield now with a deep three with 3 seconds to go, and that ball off the mark goes out of bounds. That's going to take us to the end of the first half. Your score at the end of the first half, Wayne County 33, Frank Hughes 13. Stay right here with us. We'll have halftime stats and analysis. You're listening to District Championship Basketball on Big Oldies Radio. Basketball fans, welcome back into Big Oldies Radio. Your score at the half, Wayne County 33, Frank Hughes 13. Mr. Mosley, I believe you got some stats for us, right?
Yes, sir. For the Frank Hughes Lions, we got number 5, Devin Dykus, who has 4. Number 4, Hazen Simmons has 1. Number 24, Wyatt McLean has 2. Number 20, Sammy Ray has 4. And number 22, Jason Skelton has 2. For our Wayne County High School Wildcats, we got Logan Davis coming in with 9 with 3 threes in the first half. Number 12, Case Bryant with 3. Number 25, Kamen Canfield with 2. Number 32, Nate Beavis with 6. Number 33, Case Butler with 2. And number 22, freshman Drew Balgus with 11, leading the Wildcats right now from the first half with 2 big threes and a bucket in the first quarter there. So, Wildcats are ahead right now by 20. I look forward to Cats come out and really apply some intense pressure, force some turnovers here, get some easy buckets, and really looking forward to that. And if you're a Lions fan, you're going to focus on hopefully, they're probably in the locker room right now. I don't know Coach that well, but I'm assuming he's in there talking about, hey, setting good screens, getting in their face, rotating the ball, boxing out, things like that, and trying to get on the boards for the second chance opportunities or to eliminate the second chance opportunities for us. So, and I think if you're the Cats, I think you're saying, hey, keep on Devin, keep on guarding. One thing that I saw from the Frank Hughes line there is I saw it didn't matter. They had someone in Cayman's face the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it was number 4, Hazen Simmons, or number 22, Jason Skelton. They had one of them in Cayman's face the entire time, which, it hindered Cayman. I know he hasn't scored a lot of points right now, and they're doing a good job of defending him there. But, Logan Davis and these other guys are coming in clutch and scoring some big-time points here in the first half for the Cats.
Absolutely, and that's what you see. I mean, we saw it earlier in the girls' game when when they were face guarding Ava, put double teams, triple teams on her. She found a lot of players cutting to the basket. When you're drawing a lot of attention, it opens up the floor for other people, and so that's where Logan has gotten a couple open looks, and Drew has gotten some open looks, and both of those guys have capitalized tonight.
Yeah, Drew's big night. I don't think he's ever hit 3 threes in a game. Since middle school, anyways. I don't know that he's hit 3 in a game, and he hit 3 almost back to back to back. They were pretty darn close with it to each other. So it's good shooting by Drew. Way to rotate the ball for the Cats, and I'm amped about the second half. Let's get it rolling.
Second half upcoming. We got about 5.5 minutes remaining here at halftime. Stay right here with us. We'll bring you all the second half action. This is District Championship Basketball on Big Oldies Radio.
All right, you're clear. Let me know, and I'll send it back.
Thanks, buddy. Well, he didn't go away. I think we may have lost the signal over here. That's where I just count with it. When I get to count, I get excited.
one.
Well, welcome back, Wayne County Basketball fans, the Big Oldies Radio. As we start the third quarter of action, Wayne County, the Wildcats out in front of the Frank Hughes line, 33-13. Frank Hughes with the basketball to start the second half. Dykes works the ball inside. Shot off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by Case Butler. Cleared out to Kamen Canfield. Canfield passes ahead to Butler. Now Butler back to Canfield. Canfield brings the ball up the floor. He gets it over to Beavis. Beavis back out to Davis. Starting five on the floor for each team here to begin the third quarter of action. Beavis gets around to Butler. Butler back around to Davis. Davis to Bryant. Back to Butler. Now Logan wants to go inside. Butler there, didn't see him. He kicks it back out to Nate Beavis. Beavis with the basketball. Dribbles, drives, pulls up, and gives the ball over to Logan Davis. Now Davis is going to bring it back out to the top and reset. Cats were able to run about a minute and a half off the clock there at the end of the first half. And it looks like that may be what we're going to do right now. Not necessarily trying to run clock, but hey, we got good ball movement and, just run it.
Oh, nice.
Now pass inside to Canfield. Canfield back out to Case Bryant. Shot off the mark, but the ball out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Wayne County as Case Butler was in there trying to get his hands on the rebound. So the ball goes out of bounds. That's going to turn it back over to Frank Hughes. And Dykes with the basketball, brings it back up the floor for the Lions. He dribbles and drives inside, goes straight down the lane. His shot off the mark, no good.
That kid's got a lot of hang time.
Yes, he does. And fighting for the rebound, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Frank Hughes. So that's going to inbound the ball to the Wildcats. Logan Davis running the point, brings the ball up the floor for the Cats. He hands the ball over to Case Bryant, who brings it across the timeline. Now Bryant over to Davis. Davis down to Beavis. Beavis kicking out to Canfield. Canfield wide open in the corner. Shot off the mark, no good. And the rebound finally controlled by Frank Hughes. Passed back to Dykes. Dykes who brings the ball up the floor. He looks to his coach, gets the call. Now he gives the ball to McLean. McLean comes around the screen, drives the lane. Layup no good. Rebound crashed and brought in by Canfield. Canfield to pass ahead to Beavis. Now Beavis goes up into the lane, tries to finish, just a little too strong. Rebound brought down by Frank Hughes. Simmons going back the other way with it now. He's going to drive against Canfield. Canfield with another block. That one brought out by Case Butler, and Butler gives the ball back over to Canfield. Canfield working up the floor. He gets the ball over to Bryant. Bryant back to Beavis. Beavis gets it over to Butler. Butler drives and spins the baseline. Pulls up, shot no good. Rebound collected by Dykes, and now Dykes is going to come back up the floor. He's going to try to run tempo and take it back all the way. Layup no good, off the mark. Rebound by Beavis. Beavis passes ahead to Case Bryant. Bryant goes up, not able to finish, but Logan Davis right there to get the rebound, and the putback no good. Now the rebound brought out by Tucker Staggs. Staggs gives it to Dykes, who passes ahead to Sammy Ray, and Sammy Ray is able to convert it. So 3 minutes into the third quarter, we finally have a bucket.
Man, I thought we was trading bricks there back and forth.
We were going to build a house in here for a minute. Now Canfield inside to Butler. Butler kicks it back out to Davis. Davis pulls up a three-pointer from the top of the key. Off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by Tucker Staggs. And it's going to be Frank Hughes basketball. Devin Dykes brings the ball back up the floor for the Lions. He gives the ball to McLean. McLean working against Bryant. Tries to go inside. Picks up his dribble. He passes back to Dykes. Dykes drives the lane. Puts a shot off the window. Through the cylinder. It is good. And he's going to get fouled by Case Butler. That's going to put Devin Dykes at the line with an opportunity to convert a three-point play. Great drive, great move, and great finish by Dykes. That was all a good individual effort right there.
It really was. I wish Case would have tried to take that one right there. I understand you're outsizing, but if you hold your position right there and he runs into you, you can still get a charge by any size of the player on the court.
Dykes not able to convert the three-point play as the ball rolls off the rim. Rebound cleared out by Butler, and now Davis brings the ball back up the floor for the Cats. Davis brings it around, passes back to Beavis. Beavis pulls up from about 12 feet, knocks down a floater. Nate Beavis with another 2 points. And now the Cats are on the board here in the second half. 35-17 your score. We got just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Staggs with the basketball. Drives the lane. It's cut off by Case Butler. He gives to McLean. McLean, who drives along the baseline. He gets stopped. Kicks it back out to Staggs. Staggs takes 2 dribbles and pulls up and just knocks it down. So Tucker Staggs with 2 points cuts the lead down to 16. Davis gives the ball over to Canfield. Canfield working around the outside. finds Davis over in the corner. Davis with an immediate bounce pass to Case Butler. Butler working, backing, spinning, layup, no good. He gets his own rebound, and the putback is going to be no good, but Butler is going to get fouled, and that's going to put Case at the line to shoot 2 shots. That one's going to go against Devin Dykes. That'll be his first foul of the game, first team foul against Frank Hughes here in the second half.
I really like that move. I'm glad he was able to feel that he missed that shot and jumped around to the other side and grabbed the board. You know, with that, he got a point out of it so far.
Butler knocks down the first free throw. Now checking into the game for the Cats is going to be number 22, Drew Bogus, as Nate Beavis is going to come back to the bench for a moment. Case and Mosley ready to check in as well for the shooter. Case Bryant knocked down the second one. So 2 for 2 on that trip. And now Case Mosley checks into the game for Case Butler. And on the other side of the floor, Hazen Simmons comes back into the game for Frank Hughes. Dykes brings the ball back up the floor for the Lions. Working around the left-hand side, he drives the lane, loses the dribble, but gets it back, gives it over to Staggs. Staggs right back to Dykes. Dykes working against Davis. Logan's doing a good job holding him, but man, he's just playing relentlessly here. Now Simmons comes around, he puts up a shot, it's deflected, and this time the ball brought out by Bogus. Bogus passes ahead to Canfield, who finds Davis, gives it back to Canfield. Now Canfield finds Mosley inside. Kaysen spins around the defender, goes with his left hand and finishes. Kaysen Mosley with 2 points, makes the lead 20 points again for Wayne County.
I really like that. I'm glad he was able to see that, and they're going to, well, I thought he was going to call a trap, but I thought he called a foul,
So Wayne County,
Logan.
On the other end, Devin Dykes brings the ball in, drives the lane. They're going to say the basket does not count. They're going to call a floor foul against Logan Davis. That's his second foul of the game, second team foul against Wayne County here in the third quarter. We got 2:55 to play in the third. Wayne County with a 20-point advantage. Inbounds to Simmons. Simmons gets the ball over to McLean. McLean looking inside. Dykes cutting, and he takes the pass, and he's going to get fouled. I believe that one's going to go against Logan also. If you know, that's going to be Logan's third foul.
Yeah.
And they are calling that on Logan. So Logan Davis picks up his third foul, third team foul against Wayne County, and Devin Dykes goes to the line to shoot 2.
Well, I don't think Logan don't think he fouled him there. I mean, he did deflect the ball. You know, the ref may not have seen that part, but he did catch him on the arm as well. So that's good hustle either way, Logan. Way to play some good defense tonight. Attaboy.
Nate Beavis checks back into the game for Logan Davis. Davis going to go to the bench with 3 fouls. Dykes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. And now the inbounds pass. This time, Case Bryant going to run the point, bring the ball up the floor for the Wildcats. Case dribbles, gets the ball over to Case and Mosley. Mosley with the ball, swings it around to Beavis. Beavis gives it back to Bryant. Bryant over to Canfield. Canfield back out to Bryant. He gives the ball over to Mosley. Mosley with the shot fake, the pass out. Now the pass back inside to Mosley. Mosley working around, not able to convert the shot, and the rebound can be scrapped for out of bounds. Last touch by Wayne County. It's going to be Frank Hughes basketball. We got 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. 39-21 your score. Wayne County out in front. Dykes brings the ball up before he's working against Nate Beavis. Beavis staying right in front of him, not letting him get around him. He gives the ball over to Skelton. Skelton dribbles inside, passes underneath to Sammy Ray.
Wow.
Ray with a travel call, and they're going to get Ray with that travel, so that's going to turn the ball back over to Wayne County. 2:03 to play here in the third quarter. 39-21, Wayne County out in front. Bryant brings the ball up the floor for the Cats. Swings it over to Mosley. Mosley holds the ball. He's waiting for Beavis, who comes around back out to the top. Swings it around to Bogus. Bogus back over to Beavis. Beavis wants to go inside, and it's just not there. Now they swing back around to Bogus on the outside. Bogus gives it to Mosley. Mosley back over to Canfield, who's immediately double teamed. He gets Beavis cutting to the basket, and Beavis tried to pass it out to Mosley. The ball tipped by Frank Hughes and goes out of bounds. It's going to be Wayne County basketball still. 1:31 to play here in the third quarter. Bogus to take the ball out for the Cats. He inbounds the ball to Case Bryant. Bryant's going to bring it around. Gives the ball over to Beavis. Beavis back out to Bogus. Bogus over to Bryant. Bryant back out to Mosley. Mosley pulls around to the dribble spot, gives it back over to Bogus, gives it back out to Case Bryant. Right now the Cats just working a little bit of clock here. And with the 18-point advantage, who can blame them? Run this thing. The clock's on your side.
9:13 p.m. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Bryant gives the ball back out to Canfield. Canfield being guarded now by Skelton. Back to Beavis, back to Bryant. Bryant back over to Canfield, back to Beavis. McLean comes out to defend Beavis, who dribbles back out. He gives the ball over to Canfield, swings it back around to Bryant. Bryant, Beavis, and Canfield just have a nice little triangle working here out at the top of the key, and they're working that triangle to perfection and just running the clock here. Now Beavis holding the basketball as he takes the pass. He's not dribbled yet, and no one has come out to defend him, so he can stand there and hold it.
Well, their coach told him to back off. So,
so they're going to back off now. They're going to let the Cats hold. The Cats are going to hold here for the last shot of the quarter, rather. As now the ball back over to Case Bryant. Bryant dribbles it around. We got 14 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Bryant looking to go somewhere. He gives the ball over to Canfield. Canfield swings it around to Mosley. Mosley back around to Bryant. Bryant gets it to Beavis. Beavis with a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by Frank Hughes, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So after three, your score, Wayne County 39, Frank Hughes 21. Stay right here with us. We'll have fourth quarter action. You're listening to District Championship Basketball on Big Oldies Radio. Okay.
No, they scored 8. 8? Yeah, 13. Okay. That's right.
Well, Wayne County basketball fans, welcome back into Big Oldies Radio. At the start of the fourth quarter, you score Wayne County 39, Frank Hughes 21. It is 9:15 p.m., and I'll tell you, it has been a long day, but some good basketball.
Yeah, we've had some fun times tonight. We got to see, we got to see teams from our district battle it out a little bit. A few of them were a couple of them were close games, and so it's always fun to see games like that. Good basketball, I enjoy it. So let's see what Cats have in store for this fourth quarter.
The one that surprised me tonight was Collinwood losing to Perry County on the girls' side. I really thought that Collinwood would win that ball game. Pass inside to Canfield. Canfield spins and finishes right under the basket. Another 2 points for Canfield. 41-21 your score. With 7:41 to play in the game. Now Dykes brings the ball back up the floor. He goes a shot fake, instead passes it down to Sammy Ray. Sammy Ray goes up, misses the shot, but they're going to give it to him. They're going to say that Kason Mosley goaltended on the other end of the floor. So a goaltending call is going to give Sammy Ray that 2 points. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Love, and Frank Hughes is going to take a timeout. I believe it's going to be a full timeout. It is going to be a full timeout that they're going to take right here. 7:33 to play. We got an 18-point basketball game. And Wayne County basketball fans, I'll tell you, if you have enjoyed the basketball today for the district semifinals, we got another great day coming to you tomorrow. Wayne County's Lady Cats victorious against Frank Hughes earlier today, notched their trip to the district championship game tomorrow, where they will play Perry County at 4:30. Collinwood and Frank Hughes ladies will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow in a consolation game. Perry County's boys have notched their ticket to the championship game with a win over Collinwood in the third game tonight, and now we're just waiting to see which of these two teams will join Perry County in the championship game and who's going to join Collinwood in the consolation game.
Well, I believe tomorrow, with those two ladies games that we have, I think both of those are going to be pretty solid matches too. I think Perry County and Wayne County, I think they're going to be kind of in a little bit of a dogfight, as the games are pretty close over in Waynesboro for a little bit, and so I think we'll have an interesting evening tomorrow. I look forward to what Coach Molly and Coach Scott have prepared for our entertainment, I should say.
That's right. Frank Hughes comes out in the full court press. The Cats able to break the press, get the ball across to Cayman Canfield in the middle of the court. Now the Lions have settled into a 2-3 zone defensively in the half court. Wayne County with the basketball. Davis has the ball on the elbow. He swings it across to Drew Bogus. Bogus had the three-pointer there but didn't take it. Instead, he's going to hesitate. And he's going to drive, go up. He's going to miss the shot. He gets the rebound, the putback, and fouled Drew Bogus with another 2 points, and he's going to go to the line with an opportunity to convert the three-point play.
Foul's going to be caught on Sammy Ray. That's their second, their team first here in the fourth quarter. So with that, Drew Bogus gets the and one basket, and he gets to shoot a free throw here.
And he does convert that free throw. So Drew Bogus makes it a 21-point basketball game, 44-23, with just under 7 minutes to play here in the game. Dykes brings the ball back up the floor. He swings it around to Skelton. Skelton comes around the left side of the lane, pulls up, and he's going to get deflected as Casey Moses right there to knock the shot away. Nate Beavis collects the rebound there and picks up the loose ball. He gives the ball to Davis, who brings it across the timeline. Now Beavis with the basketball swings it across the court to Davis. Davis gives it back around to Bogus. Bogus to Canfield. Canfield inside to Davis. Now Logan Davis in the middle gives it to Casey Mosley, trailing behind. And now Davis going to dribble it back out. And the Cats are going to work a little clock here with just over 6 minutes to play in a 21-point ball game. Beavis with the basketball. He dribbles left, goes inside. Now he hands the ball back to Kanan Canfield. Canfield gives the ball back out to Davis. Now Davis is going to give the ball to Beavis. Beavis dribbles inside. He's got Casey Mosley cutting to the basket. The shot, no good. But Mosley is going to get fouled, and that's going to put the young freshman at the line with an opportunity to shoot two. We'll take a look and see. They're going to call that one on.
They called it on Simmons.
Simmons. That's going to be his second foul of the game. Second team foul against Frank Hughes here in the fourth quarter. Casey Mosley's first shot is good.
If you can see it on the screen right now, they have it player two with 4 fouls. It's actually a reverse thing, so they've got it wrong up there.
And Mosley with his second shot is going to be good as well. Now checking into the game for Wayne County, Case Butler comes back in for Mosley, and Warren Canfield has checked into the game for Nate Beavis. So on the floor for Wayne County, Davis, Canfield, Bogus, and Butler. Shot off the mark, no good. And the save, nice save there by Devin Dykes. Dykes just, I swear, man, when he gets up in the air, it's almost like he's being hugged by marionette strings. he just hangs up there
nice
forever.
Move.
Nice move inside as Simmons drives the lane, goes through the defense, splits it, puts up the floater with his right hand, knocks it off the glass, and finishes. 46-25 the score. Now Case Butler with the basketball. He dribbles and gives it over to Davis. Davis holding. He wants to go inside. Instead, he gives it back to Bogus. Bogus swings it around to Warren G. Now Warren G with the basketball finds Butler over in the corner. Back out to Warren. Warren gives the ball to Kamen Canfield. And now Canfield working to the left-hand side, gives the ball to Bogus. Now Bogus going to hold the basketball, gives it to Davis in the corner, and Davis is going to dribble it back out to the top of the key where he's going to reset. Clock is on our side right now if you're a Wayne County basketball fan with a 21-point advantage. And Wayne County looks like they're very content just to run some clock right here and see if we can't shorten this game and get out of here tonight. Davis with the basketball now, working against Dykes. He dribbles back around out to the top of the key. Dykes comes out to defend him. He's staying right there with him. He gets the ball back over to Butler. Now Butler passes the ball back out to Davis. Davis now being guarded by McClain, gives the ball to Butler, who hands the ball to Canfield and gives it back to Davis. Davis out to Warren Canfield. 3-point shot for Warren. It's okay. And Warren Canfield, welcome to the party, pal. 3 points for Warren G. Makes it a 49-25 basketball game.
Great shot by Warren Canfield. That was a little deep there.
Yes, it was.
Stolen.
And now Dykes gets the ball stolen away from him as Drew Bogus comes in. Just takes the ball away. He brings it back in transition in the other direction. A little too strong on the shot, but the rebound collected by Kamen Canfield. And Canfield with the putback, no good, but he is going to get fouled, and that's going to put Kamen at the line with an opportunity to shoot two. That foul going against Tucker Staggs. That's his third team foul against Frank Hughes here in the fourth quarter. First shot for Canfield is good. And with that, Wayne County has doubled up Frank Hughes 50-25. Staggs comes out of the game as Sammy Ray checks back in for Frank Hughes. Canfield now at the line for his second shot. And that shot is up, and it is good as well. Case Bryant checking back into the game as Logan Davis comes to the sideline. I believe Logan's night is going to be finished at this point. As Cats now with a 26-point advantage, just under 4 minutes to play here in this game. And now Simmons brings the ball back up the floor. He drives the lane, high off the glass, and he finishes. Simmons makes it a 2 points there and makes it 27 points for Frank Hughes. Now Case Bryant brings the ball back up the floor, gets over to Case Butler. Butler working against Sammy Ray. Gives the ball over to Warren Canfield. Canfield going to bring it back out to the top of the key. He's working against McLean. He dribbles back to the right, hands the ball back off to Case Bryant. Bryant to Bogus. Bogus wants to work inside. He's trying to find Canfield underneath the basket there, and the ball gets deflected out of bounds by Skelton. So it's going to be Wayne County basketball still with 3:20 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Bogus takes the pass from Butler, gives it to Case Bryant. Now Bryant working against Skelton, gives the ball over to Butler. Butler back out to Kamen Canfield, over to Case Bryant. Bryant works it inside, gives it to Case Butler. Butler loses the handle, but is able to get it back, and now we're going to get a loose ball foul on the floor.
I'm be on Jason. You know, that's one thing I've always said about Jason is that I love his defense. He's got a lot of hustle. He's in your face, and he'll really bring it to you the best that he can when he's on defense.
So the foul does go against Frank Hughes. Jason Skelton picks up the foul. Bogus takes out the ball for Wayne County, gives it to Case Bryant. Bryant swings it around to Warren Canfield. Canfield inside to Kamen. Kamen spins along the baseline, puts up a little floater, little baby hook shot with his right hand, knocks it through. 53-27. Wayne County out in front, just under 3 minutes to go. Dykes brings it back up the floor, pulls up from three, no good. Rebound collected by Kamen Canfield. Canfield's going to bring the ball back up the floor, and I believe the Cats are going to try to work some more clock here. And now Bogus with the ball. The defender he faked as though he was going to pass it right. The defender went to his right, and then Drew just went right around him. He opened up the lane in the middle, and Drew took it right in and finished. So another 2 points for Drew Bogus, who's having a monster basketball game tonight.
It looks like both teams are going to do some subbing now. Travis Gaukene just checked in for the Lions, and it looks like for the Cats, number 23, Casey Franks, and number 11, Lawson Stegall is going to check in as well. As I'm sure we're going to have some more coming in. Looks like Hudson Floyd's getting ready to come in, folks. So it looks like we're going to have some mass substitutions here with just over 2 minutes left in this ballgame.
Simmons brings the ball back up the floor for Frank Hughes. He gives the ball over to McLean. McLean finds Simmons in the corner. Simmons with a three-pointer off the mark, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say the last touch by Frank Hughes. So it's going to be Wayne County basketball. Now Hudson Floyd and Barrett Gallion check into the game for Wayne County as Case Butler and Kason Mosley come off the court. Now the Lions showing a little full court pressure here, and the ball deflected by Frank Hughes out of bounds. Now Coach Love directing him back and telling him to get back and pulling the press off as Nate Lineberry checks into the game for Hazen Simmons. Stegall takes the inbounds pass. He's going to bring it up the floor for the Cats. Gets it across the timeline. He dribbles left, hands the ball over to Casey Franks. Franks around to Warren Canfield. Canfield over to Hudson Floyd. Floyd back out to Lawson Stegall. Stegall down inside to Barrett Gallion. Gallion working inside. He finds Hudson Floyd cutting. Finds Warren Canfield on the corner. Wide open three-pointer, just a little too strong. Rebound going to be brought down by Frank Hughes, and we're going to get a foul called on the floor.
It's on Hudson. He came with a push, commonly known as over the back, but he came in on the push right there.
So they're going to call Hudson Floyd. That's actually, they say it's his second foul of the game, but he's only been in the game for about 3 minutes. Now McLean on the other end pulls up a three-pointer from deep, and Wyatt McLean knocks down a three. Makes it a 55-30 basketball game with 1:35 to play here in the game. Stegall brings the ball back up the floor for Wayne County. He gets over to Casey Franks. Franks hands the ball off to Floyd. Floyd working against Jason Skelton, and we're going to jump ball. That jump ball is going to turn the ball over as the possession arrow is with Frank Hughes. I'll tell you what, give Frank Hughes a lot of credit right here. They're down 25 with 1:25 to play, but they're here to play, and they're not quitting.
Oh, yeah, they're all working to get some playing time here. They all want to win. They all want to compete. So, kudos to them.
Jason Skelton brings the ball up the floor for Frank Hughes. He drives, wants to go inside. He gets cut off. Instead, he passes the ball back out to Gossenet. Gossenet pulls up, passes inside to Sugar Staggs. Staggs working against Gallion. He goes up. Shot is no good, but he's going to get a foul picked up there That's going to go against Barrett Gallion. That'll be his first foul of the game, second team foul against Wayne County here in the fourth quarter. That's going to put Staggs at the line to shoot 2 shots. First shot up for Tucker Staggs is going to be good. Staggs' second shot on the way now. And that one's going to be off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound collected by Kyler Self. Self gives the ball back over to Stegall. Stegall's going to bring the ball up the floor. Stegall dribbles to the left. Working. He gives the ball over to Hudson Floyd. Hudson pulls around to the free throw line, pulls up a shot, no good. Casey Frank's right there to collect the ball, keeps it from going out of bounds. He passes it back in, but it's picked up by Frank Hughes. McLean has the ball. He gets a trailing Jason Skelton coming in from behind. Skelton goes to the basket. It's going to be no good, but he's going to get fouled. I believe that one's going to go against number 40, Kyler Self. That'll be his first foul of the game, third team foul against Wayne County here in the fourth quarter. We got 37.4 seconds left. Jason Skelton at the line to shoot 2. Got a couple more substitutions ready to come in for each team. Now coming in for Frank Hughes is going to be number 21, who we do not have on the stat sheet, and number 25 is that Willoughby coming into the game?
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon comes into the game. For Wayne County coming in, we've got number 5, Hunter Skelton, and number I can't remember who the other substitution was.
I want to see Jason and Hunter guard each other.
Bentley Littleton comes into the game for Wayne County. Now Stegall works to the left. He dribbles against Witherspoon. He gives the ball over to Littleton. Littleton with a three-pointer from the corner. It's going to be no good, but we're going to get a foul called against Wayne County. And that one's going to go against Self. That's going to be his second foul of the game. Now Hudson Floyd and Casey Franks check back into the game for Wayne County as Barrett Gallion and Lawson Stegall come to the bench. 23.5 seconds to play. Skelton takes the inbounds pass for Frank Hughes, and he's going to bring the ball up the court. We're inside 20 seconds to go. Wayne County going to win this game tonight and advance to the district championship tomorrow night against Perry County. And, we're going to get another opportunity. These Wildcats, of course, lost a big one here against Perry County in the first game, lost a tight one at home, and we're going to get them tomorrow night for a district championship. We'll have that action here, but stay right here with us. This game just ended. Wayne County victorious 55-33. And stay right here with us. We'll have final stats and analysis. You're listening to Wayne County basketball on Big Oldies. Come on with it. Well, Wayne County basketball fans, welcome back into Big Oldies Radio. Wayne County victorious tonight over the Frank Hughes Lions, 55-33, your final. And I believe Mr. Mosley's got some final stats for us.
I do, brother. Here for the Frank Hughes Lions, I got number 5, David Dykes with 8. I got number 4, Hazen Simmons with 5. Number 24, Wyatt McLean with 5. Number 20, Sammy Ray with 8. Number 31, Tucker Staggs with 3. And off the bench, number 22, Jason Skelton with 3 tonight. So, for our Wayne County High School Wildcats, we have number 10, Logan Davis with 9. Number 12, Case Bryant with 3. Number 25, Cayman Canfield with 8. Number 32, Nate Beavis with 8. Number 33, Case Butler with 4. Number 21, Case and Mosley with 4. And number 24, Warren Canfield with a big 3 there in the fourth quarter. And leading the Cats tonight, Kitchens, is going to be freshman number 22, Drew Balgus, with a big 1-6 tonight. So he had 16 points tonight, leading the Cats in this victory over the Frank Hughes Lions. Good game for the Cats. We gotta come a little bit better, more prepared tomorrow night, mentally and physically. We gotta come focused, which I'm not saying they wouldn't focus tonight at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that, but we gotta come focused tomorrow night. Our Lady Cats need to come focused tomorrow night and be ready to take care of the rest of the district here. Both of our teams from Wayne County right now have a chance to finish first in the district, which is huge. It means a whole lot. And you go into the region where you'll face their number 4 team, whoever that may be, and so I'm sure there's some talent over there as well. So Cats need to work on continuing to grow, continuing to get better in the little things and the fundamentals. As I know, Coach Franks is telling them, we still got a lot to work on, and just continue to take good shots. I thought Cayman tonight done a really good job. We don't talk about this enough, but Cayman done a really good job of looking around tonight and seeing his help. His team getting open, making cuts, making moves, especially when he got double teamed a couple times there when they were in his face and all that. So, I really look forward to what we got going forward.
I agree with you. It's not always about what you do that shows up on the scoring book, but sometimes it's about what you do when you are finding those other players on the floor. So the district championships have been set, and tomorrow's action, the lineup goes like this. The first consolation game for the girls between Collinwood and Frank Hughes will tip off at 3 o'clock. We'll have that action for you right here at 3 o'clock on Big Oldies. Mike and Brian will bring you that action starting at 3 o'clock. At 4:30 approximately will be the tip-off for the Wayne County and Perry County basketball championship game for the girls on the district side. At the conclusion of that game, we'll have the presentation of the awards for district championships and the all-district teams and MVPs and all that kind of good stuff for the girls. And then immediately following that, the consolation game on the boys' side between Collinwood and Frank Hughes. And at the conclusion of that game, we get the rematch. Wayne County against Perry County back here on this floor. We talked about it before. We've played 2 games against Perry County. The night we played them over here, man, Perry County was shooting the lights out of this gym. Our guys scored 71 points and lost that game.
Which is huge. Both teams scored higher than their average score. Mm-hmm. Pretty significantly higher, really, because I think the Cats were at 62, and I think Perry County was at 67, if I remember correctly. But Perry County could not miss that night. I told my fellow football coaches, the guys I coach with, or that they allow me to coach with, and I've told my brothers, and just having this conversation, you can't shoot better than that in single A basketball. It's just impossible. I still didn't go back and look at their percentage that game. I meant to, but they did. They shot well that night. So maybe come over here tomorrow night and be a little different, be a little more evenly matched, and ready to get after it. I hope for some good games tomorrow, brother.
Well, and when we played them on our gym and on our floor in Wayne County, it was a 7-point basketball.
Yeah,
much tighter game. Perry County was able to still come out on top of that game, but we talked about it earlier at the start of this game. Really, really difficult for one team to beat another team 3 times in a season. And so we get the opportunity tomorrow night for Wayne County, both the Lady Cats and the Wildcats, to play Perry County for the district championship. And then that'll set the table for the regional tournament, which starts a week from tonight. But we look forward to tomorrow with the district championship action. We hope you'll join us right here on Big Oldies Radio, where we'll bring you all that action for the consolation games and the championship games as well. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Games start at 3 o'clock, and we'll finish when we finish.
Yep.
And we'll find out who the district champions are, and then we will set the table for regional tournament, which starts a week from tonight. So join us tomorrow for district championship basketball right here on Big Oldies Radio. For all of us here, the guys back in the studio, my name's Jacob Kitchens. I've been joined by Will Mosley tonight. for Mike and Brian from Collinwood who called those games. I appreciate you joining us today for a great game of basketball. Join us for another big day of basketball tomorrow. This is District Championship Basketball on Big Oldies Radio.
And you're clear.